The success, key of the success, talking about the key of the success, it's a very vast subject. So first of all, that we have to understand the definition of the success. So it very much depends, the definition of the success very much depends on each individuals. So some people, the success means becoming famous. For some people, success means earning a lot of money. For some people, the success means getting the good education. So the success is depends. Success, the definitions of the success will be changed to people. So normally, whatever you have to achieve in your life. So that's a very important thing, is that the focus, the self-confidence, and the positive attitude. So why I'm saying that these things are important is, the first thing is the focus. When whatever the things you have to achieve in your life, so the focus is very important. Once you have the full focus, then only it is possible to do something. So normally, whatever that we do, we cannot fully focus on the things. So whatever we do, we will get distracted very easily. So that's why there is a very interesting research. You will see that if you look at the social medias. So you look at the research is a very interesting thing, is that the social media, that each of the social media, the app, which is getting the more popular. Because the social media app, if you look at the apps and the social media becoming the more popular, so those apps which within the 10 seconds changes the pages, changes the video. So that's become the more popular, because the human, the focus, because we cannot focus on the one thing, and we have now developed such a tendency to change the things within a few seconds. So that's why this is the one side, is we can call as a distraction. So once you're getting the distract with the job or distract from your study, then you cannot achieve anything. So that's why I'm talking about the focus is very important. Then the confidence. Confidence is that from Buddhism point of view, the sentient beings have the potential to become the Buddha. Everyone have the potential to overcome their difficulties. So that is the way, or that is some methods we teach the people to develop the self-confidence. The self-confidence only comes the self-confidence can come from the only one way. That is you can generate it. No one can put the self-confidence in your mind. So to yourself, to develop the self-confidence, it will be great that the morning when you look at the mirror and you have to talk with yourself that you can do it. You can do it. Once you are telling yourself as you can do it, you will not feel that much. But once you talk more and more, then that message should go to the unconscious level. When the message reaches in the unconscious level, even in the dream state, you will have the very strong, you will have the self-confidence. So that's why in the Buddhist practice, they are saying that I will liberate the whole of the sentient beings out of the suffering. When you are talking about I will liberate the whole of the sentient beings out of the suffering, it is like teaching you to how to be the self-confident. So teaching yourself teaching it is about how you can trust yourself, trusting yourself that you can do it. But the thing is that one thing is very important. You should learn that sometimes the self-confidence, when you cannot keep the level of the self-confidence in the right level, slowly the self-confidence will turn into the ego. So that is very risky. The ego and the self-confidence, they have only the very one fine line between the ego and the self-confidence. When you start to think that you can do it, that's the self-confidence. When you start to think that only you can do it, that's the ego. So ego and the self-confidence, between these two thinking, there is only very subtle one line, very small line between it. So that's why I suggest that when you generate the self-confidence. When you generate or when you try to generate the self-confidence, more you have to build up the trusting yourself. So for my own experience, normally I could not trust myself. I always have the trust to the Buddhas and the three jewels. That is the more easier for me. Sometimes the trusting the self is not that easy because you will change the day by the day you change. Your thinking can be changed day by the day. Today you feel you can do it. Tomorrow you might feel you cannot do it. If you can trust someone like a Buddha and feel that the Buddha will bless, with the blessings of the Buddha you can do it, that trust will be the very, very, very strong. So that's why the more I will tell, the more than the self-trusting, then I will tell the more like a self-trust on your actions and the trust on your faith. That is the more important.